Good morning, girls. Today we are starting the first chapter, Introduction to Graphs and Operations on Graphs. In the last lecture, we saw different examples which can be considered as a graph, okay, which can be depicted using a graph or in a graph. Now today we will see graphs, different types of graphs and handshaking lemma, okay. So let us define graph mathematically. A graph G is equal to GV comma E consists of two sets. Okay. What is V and what is E that we will write now? A non-empty. This is very important. Okay. A non-empty set V called vertex set. Whose elements are called as vertices, or sometimes they are called as nodes also, or nodes. And a set E. Now here I am not saying non-empty. Do you understand the difference? Girls, do you understand the difference? While defining V, I use the word non-empty. But while defining E, I am just saying set E. That means set E can be empty also. Okay? A set E called edge set, whose elements are called edges. Such that, are you writing it?
Yes, ma'am.
Each edge, small e belongs to capital E, is associated please tell me as you finish, such that each edge E belongs
Yes, ma'am.
is associated. Okay, let me go to the next page.
Ma'am, 2 minutes.
I will just write it and go back. Okay, let me just complete it. An unordered pair. This is important. Unordered pair Vi, comma Vj, or V1, comma V2 you can say, of vertices Vi, Vj belong to V. In place of Vi, Vj, one can write V1, V2 also. Okay, because when we write E specifically, we should write V1, V2 specifically. Okay, let me go back. A graph G is equal to GV, comma E consists of two sets. A non-empty set V called vertex set, whose elements are called as vertices, and a set E. So set E may be empty also, called edge set, whose elements are called edges, such that each edge E belongs to E, is associated. Finished with this?
Ma'am, 1 second.
Is associated with. Okay.
Such that
Each edge small e belongs to capital E. Small e belongs
yes,
to
ma'am.
capital E. Is associated with an unordered pair V1, comma V2 an unordered pair V1, V2 of vertices V1, V2 belong to V. Okay, have you understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, this is very important to understand two things, very important, that vertex set is never empty. Okay, what are the observations you need to make or the consequences of the definition? Vertex set of any graph is never empty, right? Otherwise, how you will define a graph? Do you understand me? It is the most basic part of any graph. Edge set may be empty. Yes, of course. It may be empty. It may happen that you have just vertices and you do not have any edges. Okay? But something must be there, and that something is vertices. Okay? Then the vertices the sets, as we are talking about sets, V and E, we should talk about their cardinalities. How many elements do they contain? If the vertex set and edge set both are finite, then the graph is called as a finite graph. Please write it down. If V and E are finite, then the graph is called finite graph. Be quick. Then the graph is called a finite graph. Okay? If V and E or one of them is infinite, then the graph is called infinite. Then the graph is called an infinite graph. So for us, a graph means a finite graph. Okay? We are going to study only finite graphs. Do you understand it?
Yes,
But the ideas may be extended to an infinite graph. For us to study all the types of the graphs, all the properties of the graphs, all the algorithms that can be applied to the graphs, all the theory that is developed for the graphs is for finite graphs. Okay? Finished writing?
yes, ma'am.
Yes. Now, the
Yes,
second thing which is very important is we are saying the age is an unordered pair V1, V2. So what do you mean by this? Can anyone tell me? What do you mean by unordered pair? What is an ordered pair? In Cartesian product, we have seen this in cardinal in counting principles chapter. ऑर्डर्ड पेयर्स का मतलब क्या होता है? सपोज आपके पास ए सेट है 1,2 और बी सेट है ए, बी. सो व्हाट विल बी ए क्रॉस बी? व्हाट विल बी ए क्रॉस बी? Come on, be quick, girls. What is A cross B? Cartesian product? Anyone? Can anyone describe this set? Do you hear me?
One comma A,
1 comma A, 1 comma B,
1 comma B,
2 comma A, 2 comma B. Do you
2 comma A, 2
Yeah.
comma B.
Yes, when you write A cross B, that means you are taking the elements in the order A first and then the elements from B. Right? In the first position, there is element of A. You can see 1 and 2. And in the second position, there are elements of B. So this is the collection of ordered pairs, where the first element belongs to A and the second element belongs to B. So A cross B is not equal to B cross A in general. Have you understood it, girls? So when I say unordered pair, that means 1 comma A can be read as A comma 1 also. We are not sticking to the orders while writing the edges of a graph. Okay? And when we don't stick, be careful. When we don't stick to the order, it becomes an unordered pair. That means I'm not writing the edge as 1 from 1 to A. I can write it as from A to 1 as well. Both are same, and that means I'm not putting any particular direction. And therefore, such type of graph is called as an undirected graph. So in the beginning, all the properties, all the theory which we are going to develop is basically for undirected graphs. We are not going to put any direction to the edges. Do you understand it? Do you understand it? Please answer my questions. We are
Can
now.
you please repeat?
Yes.
Have you understood this Cartesian product thing?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now, A cross B is not equal to B cross A in general, that we all know. Okay? But while defining the edge, suppose 1 comma A, आपके पास 4 vertices है, 1, 2, A, B. And now I am drawing this graph. So this edge is 1, 2. This edge is 1A. Now 1A edge, I can read as A1 also. Both are same for me. Do you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
So we are not putting any particular direction. Try to understand this. 1 comma A doesn't mean that edge is directed from 1 to A. In an undirected graph, the edge 1 comma A is same as edge A comma 1. Anyhow, you can read it. You don't say that 1 is my starting point and A is my ending point. Don't say that. Okay, but when we specifically write 1A, we are not putting any direction, but we will call this as initial vertex. Okay, and this as terminal vertex. Do you understand it? If you are writing the edge as 1 comma A, but it doesn't mean that if you are writing 1 comma A, you cannot write A comma 1. You always can write it as A comma 1 also. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes.
So that means basically we are not going to put any direction to any edge. So in the beginning, in the first 4 chapters, we are going to have undirected graphs. Okay? So write down that also. In the definition of graph, please write it down. In the definition of the graph, whether the edge EI, E suffix I, is associated with vertex pair VI, VJ or VJ, VI is immaterial. Okay, in the above definition, you can say, in the above definition of the graph, that is, we are not assigning any direction to any edge. So such graph in which the edges are not assigned the directions is called an undirected graph. Okay, so as I told you earlier also that the first 4 chapters we are going to consider only undirected graphs, and we are having a specific chapter for directed graphs. So when the directions are assigned, things become slightly different. Okay, and then you will have to define everything very differently, taking the direction into consideration, and there is different approach to deal with directed graphs. Okay, now how do we show the graph? Okay, finished writing?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, now diagrammatically, how do you show a graph? Diagrammatically, vertices are denoted by small circles. And edges are denoted by straight lines or curves. Straight lines or curved lines. Okay, so you can use curves also. So for example, if I draw a graph, so this is how small circles are to be considered. Now I can draw something like this also. Instead of straight line, I can use a curve also. That doesn't matter, okay? So this is a graph, we have to denote it by capital letter G. Do you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is the vertex set V here? Can anyone tell me what is the vertex set V here? How many vertices are there in the graph?
Ma'am, there are 5 vertices.
A, B, C,
A, B, C, D.
E. And the age set, can anyone define the age?
Ma'am,
Hmm.
ma'am, Vaishnav is waiting in lobby.
कब से?
And D.
मुझे मैसेज नहीं आया. Yes. What are the ages? How will you write the ages? A, B. Yes. Next, please list the ages. A, B. A, B के बाद AC age है.
BD.
Then we have BD. Then we have CD. One can write DC also, huh? Doesn't matter. I told you direction is not important. BD, CD, then CE, DE. How many ages you can see? How many ages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 ages, right? Okay. One can give names also to the ages like this: E1, E2, E3, E4, E5, E6. So when I write, if I write E1, E1 का मैं लिख रही हूँ A, B. Then E2 है B, D, which is same as D, B. Okay, you can write it other way also, doesn't matter. You can change the order because it is an unordered pair. E3 is A, C, which is same as C, A. E4 is C, D, which is same as D, C. Anyhow you write it. But once you write it as A, B, then you call A as initial vertex and B as terminal vertex. If you write it as B, A, B becomes initial vertex, A becomes terminal vertex. Do you understand this? And E6 is equal to D, E. Okay, anyhow you can describe the age. Finished writing this? Now before handshaking lemma, we will have different terminologies. 3 basic types of graphs and some more definitions. So I don't think today we can have a handshaking lemma. In a hurry, we should not have it. So in the next lecture, we will definitely start with handshaking lemma. Today, let us see how much we can finish by in 10 minutes now remaining. Finish writing this. Let me go to the next page. Can I?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now let us define what is called as null graph. I told you that the vertex set is never empty, but the edge set may be empty set. Okay? So if you have some number of vertices in the graph and no edges at all, then that graph is called as a null graph. Okay, write that. If the edge set E of a graph G is empty, then G is called a null graph. Okay? And it is denoted by N1, N2, N3, N4, dot 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 of 1, 2, 3, 4 dot 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 vertices respectively. Okay, so a null graph on single vertex. This is null graph on single vertex. Null graph on 2 vertices. Now see, I have written them in a line, a horizontal line. One can write null graph on 2 vertices as this also. One can have this way also. Okay, one can have this way also. Anyhow, you put your vertices. Do you understand it? This is null graph of
No,
3.
ma'am.
What no?
मॅम नल ग्राफ कसा प्लॉट करायचं ते सांगा ना.
हे काय प्लॉट काहीच करायचं नाही. You have to put only vertices, Ritika. What you will plot? Anyhow, you can
Yes, ma'am.
put the vertices. That's what I'm telling you. One can write the vertices horizontally, vertically, diagonally, anyhow. You don't have to draw any edges. Just put the vertices like a rangoli design. For rangoli, you put vertices, no? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
So anyhow, you can put it. That's not a problem. Okay? So these are the null graphs. Okay, next. Now suppose you are considering a graph like this, A, B, C, D. Okay, and I'm drawing this graph. Okay, this is my E1, this is my E2, this is my E3. E3 is from D to B. Okay, from means DB. We are not putting any direction. And just a minute, let me just redraw it. This is your E4, okay? This is E4 and this is E3, right? So now when I write E1 as A comma B, it means the vertices AB, the vertices AB are adjacent when they are joined by an edge. When there is an edge, when they are the end vertices, when they are end vertices of E1. Are you getting it? Or as, I will say as. Okay, so let us first write what are adjacent vertices. Adjacent vertices means they are the end vertices. Okay? If
Yes, ma'am.
the edge EI is associated with the vertex pair VI comma VJ, then एक्चुअली यहाँ पे VJ comma VK लिखा जाता है क्योंकि यहाँ पे EI लिखा गया है. सो ऐसा नहीं है जरूरी, तो आप VJ comma VK करो. If the edge EI is associated with the vertex pair VJ comma VK, then VJ and VK are then VJ comma VK are called as adjacent vertices. Okay, adjacent vertices. Have you understood this? If there is an edge between them, also VJ and VK are called end vertices of EI. End vertices of EI. Okay, इसे end vertices कहा जाता है. Initial and terminal vertex we will term when we will have direction. Yes, girls? Understood? Have you understood this?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh. Also, what we will say, when there is an edge between two vertices, we say that that edge is incident on A and B. Okay? Extend here only. Also, okay, I will erase this part. हाँ? यहाँ पे लिखती हूँ मैं. Also, we say that इसके आगे लिखो. We say that edge EI is incident on Vj and Vk. Okay, so all these terminologies are same. This is just the way of showing the adjacency or incidency. Vertices adjacent होते हैं, edges incident होती है vertices पे. ये समझ में आ रहा है क्या? Girls, are you getting me? All of you draw this graph now. ये ग्राफ ड्रॉ करो सब लोग. किया क्या? And tomorrow I want this.
Yes, ma'am.
Tomorrow I want this. Age name यहाँ पे लिखना है आपको. जैसे कि 4 एजेस मैंने बताई है, E1, E2, E3 एंड E4. इसके एंड वर्टाइसेस लिखो. ओके, ये मुझे चाहिए. फिर मुझे एडजेसेंट वर्टाइसेस के पेयर चाहिए, एडजेसेंट वर्टाइसेस ग्राफ से, एंड नॉन एडजेसेंट वर्टाइसेस ये भी चाहिए मुझे लिस्ट. ओके, दिस यू कैन डू फॉर एनी ग्राफ. एडजेसेंट वर्टाइसेस, नॉन एडजेसेंट वर्टाइसेस. Okay, so I think it's time to stop now. SR, CR, who is CR? Ritika, please take today's
Yes, ma'am.
attendance. Please take today's attendance.